Hey guys, it's Fia. So we're doing another mukbang. And this video wasn't even gonna be a mukbang, but my homeboy got me Taco Bell this morning. He brought me like 6 or 7 tacos. No pun intended. But I am about to continue another video and I'm hungry, so we're eating this. And I wanted to make this video because it's been in my mind for like a while. Like, like when you have an idea and you're like, I need to act on this, I have like a lot of favorite quotes, right? So I wrote them down like in my notes. But I could be forgetting some. We have a tall glass of water here. We have 3 Doritos Locos Tacos and 1 burrito. Let's get in here. You feel me? Let me take a bite of something first. The first quote is, accept what it is, let go of what it was, and have faith in what it will be. It exploded. The reason I love that quote so much is because I feel like sometimes it can be hard to like let go of something, And sometimes we need to realize that the past is the past and we need to leave it in the past. Because I definitely used to struggle with that. Next one is, a negative mind will never give you a positive life. So I like that one because changing your mindset can change. There's like a piece of fuzz on me that's bothering me. Changing your mindset can change like your entire perspective on life, right? Obviously, if you're living with a negative mindset, you're not going to notice positive things that happen every day or positive possibilities or outcomes or whatever, right? So go into everything with a growth mindset. Go into everything with a positive mindset. Just don't always assume the worst, you know? This was turning into a messy mukbang, and that was not the intention. The next one is, may the flowers remind us why the rain was so necessary. This is like another one about, you go through everything for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, which is one of the quotes, I think, low-key. I think that God doesn't put us through what we can't handle. God doesn't put us through what we can't handle. And also, at the end of every storm, there's a rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, There's always a good outcome coming from somewhere. The amount of good things in your life depends on your ability to notice them. If you can tell, I'm a fan of quotes about like changing your perspective, but that's just another one of like, but that's just another one about like having a good perspective, having a growth mindset, not thinking of things negatively before you get a good judgment of them. Because we don't even be noticing like how much good stuff happens in a day, right? When my mental health wasn't good, I thought I was living the worst life ever. Every day sucked, everybody hated me, you know? It just wasn't true. I just wasn't able to identify stuff that I should be grateful for. And positive things that happen throughout the day. Some things are meant to happen, but not to last. Love that. Because you know how people be like stuck on an ex, right? You could be stuck on an ex, you could be stuck on a friendship, you could be stuck on anything, even a job, whatever. I do believe like some things are meant to be a part of our storylines, but they're not supposed to last forever. A character development thing, you know? For your peace of mind, do not try to understand everything. I think sometimes there's things that happen in our lives, or there's things that may start to worry you. But I think some things just aren't supposed to be understood, and that we should just take it as what we see it, you know? Because sometimes you can lose the light or lose the gratitude in something good happening because you're trying to understand why it happened. You know, sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I'm starting to get full. I think a lot of the time we take for granted, you know, stuff going on in our lives, right? Like hanging out with friends. Hanging out with your best friend seems like something that like right now it could be like a routine, or it could be something normal, or it could be something you don't really care for. And then next year it could be a memory. Like you could I have some friends that like we used to be so close, hang out every single day, tell each other everything. And it's not even beef, but sometimes you just grow apart from people, right? When something is a memory and you're thinking back on it, that's when you realize like how serious it was, how valuable to your life it was. Because obviously when you're going through it, you don't really care, right? Like for instance, today when my homeboy brought me this Taco Bell, like as it was happening, I probably wasn't realizing like how sweet that was, that for him to do that. And then now I think about it like hours later, and I'm like, damn, like he was actually really nice for that. Like I really appreciate that. You know, you know, what's meant to be will always find a way. I'm a big believer in faith. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that if things are meant to happen, they will happen. If things are not meant to happen, then they will not happen. Girl, if you're waiting for something to happen that just seems like it's never gonna come, I'm not saying give up, but there's a chance that maybe that's just not the path that you're supposed to be on. Maybe the universe is trying to show you something else. Risk is better than regret, for sure. With this one, there's a whole lot of context for that quote. For instance, like taking a hard class and risking failing rather than regretting not getting the extra credit, you know? Do what you want with that quote. I feel like I'm not giving like big enough definitions, but at the same time, like that quote's like y'all should understand. I think the video was supposed to have 10, right? But I have one more that I just remembered. So many people love you. Don't focus on the ones who don't. You are all, listen, we are always going to have haters. We're always going to have people that don't like us no matter what. No matter what. We're always going to have people that do not fuck with us. And as someone who's really into psychology, I learned that people focus more on negative things that happen every day. You know, like 10 people could tell you that your hair looks good, but one person tells you that your eyebrows are uneven and you're thinking about it for the rest of the day. So you like it kind of tunes out like the compliments that you got, right? People naturally focus on the negative things that happen every day. And I think sometimes when you're waiting for somebody else to accept you or somebody else to love you or somebody's telling you that they don't mess with you like that and it's hurting your feelings and you start to feel abandoned and unloved and lonely, you forget how many people do love you and how many people do care about you. I'm not eating this lettuce. I hate the sound of electric cars, like that spaceship shit. I hate it so much. If you're new here, my name's Pia. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that post notifications, comment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've made so many mukbangs now. Like, I don't know like when this video is gonna get released and how many mukbangs I will have made before I release this. But I think this is like my 4th. And is that good? Listen, if I can get successful off being a mukbang YouTuber, that would be fun. But like, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to get real big. Absolutely not. So I don't know, but like every time I get a good meal, like either somebody gets me food or I get myself a nice meal, I'm like, oh my gosh, like why don't I film a mukbang? Like I already have this video idea of what I could talk about while I film the mukbang. And guys, like it's happened too many times. Back to what I was saying. Like, subscribe, hit the post notifications, comment down below, say something. I don't know, don't be a stranger. But let me know if y'all mess with the mukbangs. Because now I'm trying to think, like, do I genuinely make too many too fast? Because I just made a mukbang like 2 days ago. So, but yes, those were my 11 quotes. Even though it was only supposed to be 10, I wanted to throw that last one in there because I mess with it. This is all lettuce. I don't like Taco Bell lettuce. I've never have. It's actually disgusting to me. But anyways, this is the end of the video. Bye, guys.